In this video, we're going to look at topic 76, example 1, determine the number of solutions. How many solutions can there be for a linear quadratic system? And we are given this system here. So we have x squared, which is our quadratic part. I'm going to keep this pretty quick, and let's say y equals x squared. And we have y equals 2x, which is our linear part of our system. Right, quadratic would have a squared, so that's why it's quadratic. Linear, our highest power would be 1, so we just have x. All right, so how many real solutions does the system have? Well, looking at this problem, or this graph, we have 2 intersection points. So there are 2 intersection points. Again, I'm going to keep this as concise and simple as I can. There are 2 intersection points. Since we have 2 intersection points, that tells us that there are 2 real solutions. I'll get into a little more detail on that in a minute. But 2 intersection points will mean 2 real solutions. Okay, let's leave it at that. Let's go to part B. How does modifying the linear function in the system, so same system we have, but this time they're going to be changing our y-intercept, affect the number of solutions? So going to our quadratic in red, if we look at our blue one, which we just did, right, that line, we had 2 solutions. So we have 2 intersection points, and that told us that there were 2 solutions. The second one here, what we have here is we have 1 intersection point. So that tells me that I have 1 solution there. And then finally in that green one, we have 0 intersection points. So that tells me that there are 0 solutions. Oops, 0 solutions. All right, so what does all this mean? Again, I told you I wanted to keep this pretty short and direct. What we're looking at here is down here. All right, visually inspecting the graph suggests that there is no way for a line to cross a parabola more than twice. If I was to start drawing random lines crossing my graph, there's no way for me to cross with just a line. There's no way for me to cross that red parabola more than twice. Okay, doesn't matter what I do. The only way to cross it more than once would be to more than twice would be to change directions, which we're not allowed to do in a linear equation. So the only possibilities we have here is this statement right here. The system of a linear function and a quadratic function may have 0, 1, or 2 solutions. That's all we care about. All right, so this video, that's what you want to take away from. This section, we're going to be looking at linear quadratic systems, and that tells us that we should have a max of 2 solutions, and it is possible to have 0 solutions. It is possible to only have 1 solution. Okay, so keep that in mind when you're solving these either algebraically or using a graph.